Hello.
Okay.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that we met before, haven't we?
Yes.
A couple of days ago. You look completely different. Wow.
You're in the Christmas mode.
You got hat, Christmas hat.
Yes, it's time to get in the spirit. 25 Bitcoin and Christmas. Y'all, hold on 1 second. Let me grab my water. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Where's Jackie?
They haven't signed in yet because she was waiting for the code from Martin. That's why. He has to send everyone code. Who's this?
Okay.
We can see you now.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Hi.
Hello, Martin.
Good afternoon, Nikki.
Good evening for you, Martin.
Good evening. But I'm tuned to the US time right now. I'm not even in the UK. You know what?
He's not in UK.
US. I'm tuned to the US time because that's where the Bitcoins are resident. Bitcoins are resident in the US, so I better tune to that time.
Had to add a little light.
Yeah.
It's better.
Okay, Marshall should be joining us as well. Let me phone him.
Okay.
You look great, Nikki.
Thank you. You do too, Martin. You look like you're ready to get these Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're good. We're good for that.
Yes.
Let me call Marshall while you chat with the ladies.
Okay. How do you say is it
Petra.
Petra.
Yes.
Thank you for helping me out.
Oh, hi Jessica. How are you? Oh,
Petra, Nikki, Momo.
okay. I was going to invite you to our video meeting, but it's okay.
Hey, what's up, Nikki and everybody?
What's up, Isaiah?
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hey, is that Martin? What's going on, Martin?
I'm good. You know, we're feeling easy here, but we can't be too ezy because we want more Bitcoins.
You want more Bitcoins? Yes.
We want more Bitcoins.
I hear you, man.
So that we can hear everybody that's talking. If you're not talking, can you just always make sure your line is muted? So in case you're doing any background talking or anything, it won't pick up, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Recordings, record. I'm gonna record this. I'll give me just 1 second. Let's see. I don't hear anybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I muted out.
I was about to say, I didn't mean for y'all to just go dark on me before the meeting start. Y'all just all disappeared.
Yes, sir.
Let me see my little hat.
You're going to sit in a second position. Hi.
Hello.
I'll see you in a bit.
Martin, let me know when Marshall's on so we can get started.
I'm gonna join. Yeah.
Hello. I see you.
What's popping?
What's going on?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
That's it.
Up low.
What's popping, Isaiah?
Oh man, feeling good over here.
Hi.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Hi there.
What's up?
Hi, Lorena.
Hey, hi,
Hi.
Martin. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We're excited. We're fired up.
Good, good. You should be.
Yeah,
It's time to get some Bitcoin.
We're coming for more Bitcoins. We hear that they're resident in the US. Okay.
I like Martin already.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Nikki, we can get started. Marshall is running a little bit late, but he's of the opinion that we should get started instead of holding everybody else.
All right.
Yeah.
We will go ahead and do that. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see how to do this. Okay. So I guess if everybody can go ahead and mute their lines, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me not forget to share my screen this time. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second. All right, I want to thank you and welcome you guys for hopping on to our team training here. Pretty much what we're doing here is we have several different teams on here. I know my personal team is Grow a Big Business, Team Freedom for Life. I think Lorena's is Crypto, Come Up with Crypto, and I'm not sure what Isaiah's is, but we have different teams here. And so basically our whole purpose is to bring to, help to, get to Bitcoin. And so that's pretty much what we're here for. And so we're using a main platform here, which is MLSBitcoin Club. Now, there are numerous reasons why we're using this particular program, but one of the biggest ones is, as you see here, it says it's instant payment. So I'm not sure about you, but anytime that you can get Bitcoin direct into your Bitcoin wallet is always awesome. That way you don't have to worry about the company deciding to take it or anything. You always want to try to promote programs that pay you directly to your Bitcoin wallet. As I said, there are several reasons why we have chosen to partner with MLSBitcoin Club. Just a few is leveraging small amounts of money. So you guys probably know that one Bitcoin right now today, November 2017, is over $8,000 USD. It's been fluctuating the last few days from like 8,050 all the way up to 8,220. Or 22 or somewhere around there. So it's been kind of fluctuating, but back in April of 2000 of this year, it was one Bitcoin was 1,266 USD dollars. So as you can see, the value of Bitcoin has been steadily increasing. So that is why we're here, so that we all can get as much Bitcoin in our Bitcoin wallets as we can, so that we can take advantage of the increase in value that's going to continue to happen. One way is using this particular program. You get to see here is leveraging small amounts of money. What do I mean by that? You do not have to join this particular program with one full Bitcoin. You can start as low as 0.062 of a Bitcoin, which is approximately $500. That is what we on our team are promoting. Now you can get started with a little bit less than that, but the reason why we are promoting the 0.062 level is because we want to advance quickly through all 9 levels as fast as possible. And we want to create the most amount of income for our team, starting out of the gate all the way through all of the levels. You're building 2 powerful systems in one. One is actually building the MLSBitcoin Club and leveraging the different levels. And then you're also going to be getting passive income, which is going to come to you as you cycle multiple times. As you're building your teams, you're going to start cycling just periodically throughout the day. You'll start getting multiple payments, and it'll just be basically passive income. You have an opportunity when you join our team, you'll get access to MLSBitcoin Club Facebook group, where he shares with you how you can actually buy Bitcoin without any fees. He teaches stocks, options, Forex, different strategies on cryptocurrency itself. So you're actually getting access to learn how to grow your wealth. It's time to start building your home economy. A lot of people are dealing with financial situations, needing to help pay mortgage, car payments, you know, utilities, food, just the basic life necessities. And I always tell people, if your home economy is not growing, it's no one to blame but yourself, because you have different ways that you can create more income. And like, you know, this particular program is a different idea that you can use to actually increase your income. So you just have to become creative when your back is against the wall. A lot of people ask, you know, how do I actually turn the Bitcoin into money, or Bitcoin into the currency of whatever your country is, so that you can actually use it for things that you need? There's different cards that you can use. We prefer to use BitPay. That's one of our main ones. Now, I have found a couple of other ones, and they'll probably be added to this slide a little later as I actually get them added and make sure they're easy to use and everything. But the main one right now I want to share with you is BitPay. It's only $10 in Bitcoin for you to order it. It comes pretty quickly. It has the Visa logo on it, as you see. Anywhere that Visa is accepted, you can use this card. You can do withdrawals daily up to $3,000. Each transaction has to be about $740 for each transaction, but you can do the multiple transactions in one day, just long as you don't exceed $3,000. I think the amount you can deposit daily on the card is $10,000, and this is all in USD dollars, and as well as the transaction fees. That's one thing that I really like about this particular card, is because some of the other cards, they charge you every single time that you use it. This card only charges you if you input your PIN and use it like a debit card. But if you make a transaction with where you sign, there are no fees. So that's one thing that I really like. And also this particular program pays member to member. So you're actually in control of your own money. It goes direct into your own Bitcoin. It goes direct into your Bitcoin wallet. What you're gaining access to by coming a part MLS Bitcoin Club is you're getting education to learn how to create wealth with different ways. And our team shares different strategies that we learn, as well as you'll be plugging into the community here at MLS Bitcoin Club. Like I said, the Facebook group, the owner of the particular company here, he does a lot of different Facebook lives, and he shares a lot of different information with us on a day-to-day basis. So now let's talk about how you're going to get paid. It's, like I said, instant Bitcoin, member to member. There's no middleman here. This is basically all 10 levels that you get access to once you decide what levels you want to start on. Now, here on our team, as you can see, our team's advanced strategy, we're doing 0.062. So we're doing a starter level, which is 0.0165 Bitcoin, and we're doing the first level, which is level 1, 0.0455, for a total of 0.062. So as you can see here, 0.048 plus the 0.12 is what it pays out. And then I'm going to go over that in more detail in just 1 second here. So this is basically off of the other, I think this was yesterday's Bitcoin amount. Like I said, Bitcoin has been fluctuating the last 2 or 3 days between 8,050 and 8,250, somewhere around there. So these numbers are relatively accurate as of the last day or so. I think this morning when I looked, Bitcoin was like 8,171. So it'll be a few dollars Bitcoin difference. So basically the way this particular program works is once you come in on starter and level 1, so you'll see here at the bottom where it's highlighted, like I said, the cost is 0.062, and this is based off of the 8,222 numbers. So we will use those numbers just for this presentation purposes, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So the cost would be $510, the payout would be $1,380, and your profit would be $513. Now, one of the things that I like about this particular program is, let's just say here, this is an example. This is you when you decide to join our team. Now, as you can see where it says activate starter, 0.0165, and this one right here says activate level 1. These are the same. Your structure for your team is going to look the exact same as both of these slides. And so we're actually going to be starting 2 positions at once. You're going to start on starter level, and you're going to start on level 1. So that way, as I am talking to you about these numbers, you can imagine yourself cycling on 2 boards at one time. That is the ultimate goal, is to get to level 9 as fast as we can. So with us starting on starter level and level 1, you know, we're starting out a little bit ahead than most people do. So basically this would be you. And then, like I said, we're going to bring 2, help 2, get 2. So this is you. This is your first person. This is your second person. And then your goal is to help those two get to. Now, one thing that's different about this particular cycler, there's 3 things that's different about this cycler from any other cycler that I've seen. Is 1, it has instant payments direct to your Bitcoin wallet at the time that someone joins your team and you're supposed to get paid, you automatically get paid. There's no guessing. Number 2 is it pays you on your pay line, so which is your B line. Your B line is your pay line. So that's after you refer your first person. If this person immediately refers a person right after you bring them on board, you're going to get paid 1/3 of whatever the amount is for that particular level. So let's go look over here. So if you are bringing someone on like I said, the starter and level 1 level, so we're down here, your commission on this is what, $13.80. So we're going to divide that by 3, so that's $4.60. So basically, going back here, you're going to bring in, let's say this is Paul, and then Paul is going to bring in Lisa immediately. When Paul brings in Lisa, because you introduced this to Paul, when Paul brings in Lisa, you're going to get paid $460 right out of the gate. Well, it cost you $510. So with your very first person, you basically almost have your profit back. So now this is going to get even more exciting. So let's say Paul brings in another person. So now you haven't even got your second person yet. So when Paul brings in his second person, it's going to hit your line. So now you're going to get another $460. Now you are in profit. And so, you know, you only spent $513. So now you're going to bring in your second person. And when they bring in a person here, you're going to get your last $460. So now you've received a total of $1,380. So what you're going to do is you're going to upgrade to level 2, which is going to cost you $867, and it's going to leave you with the $513. So now you basically have your money back. So it's basically the one thing that I love about this. This is the third thing. Each level, you get to put money into your pocket. So with us starting here with starter and level 1, and you're coming out of your pocket with $510, you're making $1380. When you go to level 2, you're gonna make $800, and it's gonna cost you $867. You put $513 in your pocket. Now, when you cycle on this level, you're gonna make $2,466, and now you're gonna go to level 3, which is gonna cost you $1,689, and you were able to put $7,777 in your pocket. Now, when you cycle on level 3, it's gonna cost you, you're gonna make $4,935, and then you're gonna put $4,158 to go to level 4. You get to put $775 in your pocket. Now, this is where it starts getting really exciting, because now you're on level 4, which, as you guys can see, this is going to be the 3rd level from where we're starting. We're starting in these 2 levels. So now we're going to be on the 3rd level up. So it's going to cost you the $4,158. But when you cycle this level, you're going to make $12,340. And that's going to put $4,070 in your pocket. A lot of people, their monthly expenses is probably on average maybe $2,500 to $3,500. That's a person's typical monthly expenses, because most people don't even make $3,000 in a month. So an extra $4,000.70, somebody could pay a whole month's bills in advance with this amount of money here. So now that you've made that $12,340, you pocketed $4,070. Now you're going to go to level 5. Now we're talking the 1 Bitcoin level. 1 Bitcoin is going to cost you, well, with your small fee here, it's going to be a total of $8,270 to come to this level 5. Now when you cycle, you're going to get 3 Bitcoin, and it's going to be $24,670. Now you're pocketing $7,770. And the next level is going to cost you $16,900 out of that $24,670. Now you're going to get 6 Bitcoin when you cycle this level, and it's going to be $49,350. You put the, I think we're going here. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. So we're going to the level 7 here. So out of the $49,350, you're going to pocket $24,220, and it's going to cost you $25,130. So now you're going to put $24,230 in your pocket on this level. And then, so as you can see here, because these numbers, for some reason, they're just looking so big here, and I'm getting so confused. But as you guys can see here, this is the profit column. So pretty much, as you go through these different levels, you know, of course, our goal is to get here within your first 3 weeks of you joining. We want to have everybody on level 4. And I'm going to share with you the strategy that we have for that in just 1 second. But once you get to this level here, you got some big numbers here, 7,770 in your pocket, 24,220 in your pocket, 24,230 in your pocket, 48,950 in your pocket. And of course, the top level is 296,100. And when you add all of these numbers up, that's almost $500,000 in your pocket. Now, you're probably wondering what our strategy is. And basically, it's the core team of 14. So on this sheet here, there is 14 slots or positions or whatever you want to call them. And your whole goal is to make sure that you are in touch with your core 14. Everybody has 2 people that they want to reach out and be on their left and their right. And then you also want to make sure that you help your 2 people get their 2 people, and that's going to be on their left and their right, which is going to be here. So this is going to be your 2. You're going to help your 2 get to right here, and then they're going to help their 2 get to. And so once you get on this last level here, these are the people here that you want to make sure that are following this. They're going to have this sheet printed out so that everybody will be able to go through the different levels together. Essentially, if one thing I want you guys to understand also is, I know I don't want to say too many numbers here because I know people sometimes they run when they hear a lot of money. But this particular program, all of these numbers here that you see, this is just representative of you just cycling each level 1 time. That is it. That's not cycling multiple levels, different levels multiple times, which some of us on this call have already cycled some of these twice. And, you know, we're just now getting to level 2. So I just want you guys to understand that this particular program is designed to put as much Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet as you want to get, with very little effort, and just making sure you keep simple with bring to, help to, get to. That is pretty much the entire motto for our team. And as long as you're doing that and you're helping people, you're going to be making so much Bitcoin, you're not even going to be able to see straight. So with that being said, I didn't even touch on the last most important part is looping all over again. So whoever you share this opportunity with and they decide to join you in your team, they will always follow you. So to give you an example of how that will work is, let's say this is you and you brought in let's say back from earlier when we were talking about you bringing in Paul. And so let's say this is your board and all of these positions have people in them, and you sponsored Paul from about a week ago, and Paul just cycled for the 2nd time, and you have all of these positions filled, and you only need 1 more position to cycle your board and close it out and go to another board. And let's say Paul, he cycles his board. He has nowhere to go but here into your position because you enrolled Paul and he follows you for life. So every single time Paul finishes a board and goes to another board, if you have a position open, he's going to fall under you on his board. So you guys may not understand how powerful that concept is. Don't get bogged down in trying to understand everything. Just know that what you want to do is you want to get started as fast as you can, and you want to make sure you get started on starter level and level 1. So once you sign up with whoever referred you to this video, what you'll do is you'll get their link, you'll sign up for the starter level. They're going to instruct you to wait until you see your matrix in your back office. And once you see your matrix in your back office, then you're going to go sign up for level 1. And then once you see that matrix in your back office, your referral link is active at that point. Once you do that, you just go do the same thing over and over and over. Everybody is making sure everybody is doing the same thing, and our team is going to grow to unbelievable numbers. So that is basically it, with the last exception. I just want you guys to take home with this really quick. The power of Bitcoin. As you guys can see here from this slide, back in June of 30th of this year, 1.685 of a Bitcoin was $4,311. On October 25th of this year, 1.685 of a Bitcoin was $9,198. And when I did this on 11/19, today is 11/24, 1.685 of a Bitcoin was 13,510. So do you guys see that if you would have just held on to 1.685 of a Bitcoin from June until today, you would have basically doubled your money. Well, tripled your money, because it was 4,000, then it would be 13,000. So you would have basically tripled your money just by holding on to a Bitcoin and 1.685 of a Bitcoin. So we know that Bitcoin is going to continue to go up in value. It's predicted to hit, I think they were saying it was supposed to hit 5,000 back in April when I first found out about Bitcoin. It was supposed to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. Well, we see today is November 24th and Bitcoin hit 8,000 like a week ago. And I think it hit 5,000 back sometime in September. So it's well passing all of those expectations. I'm thinking we'll see a 10,000 Bitcoin, if not by the end of the year, sometime early January. So your goal should be to get as much Bitcoin as you can. So that is basically it. I'm going to open it up for questions, and we can kind of go from there and make sure you get with the person that invited you to this overview to make sure they get your questions answered so you can get your account set up. Don't all speak at once. Any questions? I know y'all not gonna tell me I did that good of a job. Y'all don't have no questions.
Well, Nikki, you did do an awesome job.
Thank you.
I do got a question.
Sure.
Did you cover on how easy it is to cycle? Like when someone come in, you help your people get there too. When as soon as they get there too, you don't have to wait until all 6 are completed on that community chart. As soon as that first person comes in on that beeline that they cycle, I think that's really powerful. Did you go over that?
I did, but I would make it clear again, since you're asking a question. I must have didn't do too good of a job. So I'll touch on that again. So basically, guys, what Isaiah is saying, he wanted me to make sure you guys understand the power of this cycle, this cycler, because, okay, as you can see, you have 6 positions here. So every time you either start a board or when you finish a board, it's always going to be 6 positions. So it'll either be empty when you first get started. It'll be you here, and you'll see this position empty, this position empty, this one, this one, this one, and this one empty. So as you bring your people on board, or your sponsor above you, if they bring people on board, then you will cycle. So let me share something with you that's really powerful. So let's say this is you. And let's say your sponsor has 6 people that they need to bring in, and you hadn't even got a chance to get 1 person in. If your sponsor were to bring 6 people in, then it would be you right here, you would be here, and your sponsor would bring in their 2nd person. Then they're gonna bring in their 3rd, their 4th, their 5th, their 6th. Now you just got 2 positions filled, and you didn't even bring 1 person to the table. So now your board would be you plus the 2 that your sponsor put in, and then these 4 would be empty. So if you brought a person in at that time, that person would fall here and here and here or here. Or if this person that your sponsor put under you, because they happen to fall that way because they had that many people coming in, if that person that they brought in gets a person before you get a person, now you only need these 3 positions. But guess what? You got paid right here, and you didn't even do anything but just paid your money, got your account set up, and you're in the process of sharing this with other people. So I want you to keep that thought in mind as you sit here and think about how powerful this can be, because it doesn't have to be the people that you always bring to the table that can end up on your board. Because this is a cycler and it's a 2x2 matrix, and the way that it works, people can end up under you, and you can get paid just for having your board filled up from other people's work. So that's going to be the power of it, and you'll be able to see that after you've been doing this probably about maybe 2 to 3 weeks, not even maybe that, with the way our team is growing. Why do I feel like you guys are wanting to say some questions, but some people shy?
Thanks, Nikki, for that explanation.
You're welcome. No questions? Well, I guess nobody has any questions, so I guess Martin.
Yeah, I don't have any question, but the ladies over there, do you have any questions? I see you all smiling. Is it because, you know, this is so overwhelming or what? Ask any question if you might have it. By the way, Nikki, you're talking about cycling. Some of these ladies, they don't really know much of what is taking place, but they've already nearly cycled.
Exactly. You guys see the power of this, right?
Yeah, you see the lady smiling with the lady with the biggest smile. She's already cycled.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congrats.
congratulations. Yeah, see how powerful this is, and we're just getting started.
Mo, you wanna tell us something? Did you understand what was happening while this was happening? The cycling event. Do you actually remember what happened?
No, I've cycled.
You have only one position. You have one position.
Yeah, I've got one position, but I was hoping someone might fall in that position by today.
Yeah, and you'll cycle.
Have I cycled?
Once that one position is done.
Yeah, and that's, yeah.
You'd have gone through the first cycle, yes.
And so now she has another page that's blank with no people, and then she's gonna cycle again. Yes.
But I'm just waiting for that last person.
Oh, so you need one more person to cycle.
Or for someone to fall in it.
So she needs one more person, Martin?
Yeah, I think she requires one more person, but she has several of them.
Gotcha.
So, you know, we got Marshall there as well. Marshall.
Oh, Mark has joined us.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, Marshall.
I know he's not showing his face. He's always incognito.
Yeah, Marshall, are you there? Okay. I think he's probably muted out. He's muted out. He can't hear what we're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Jackie, Petra, you have any question? By the way, Petra has attended one meeting before, so she would understand quite a lot. But probably any one of you that's looking at this for the very first time, I know you're already excited about the possibilities, but if you do have that one question, just ask. Dorcas, why you feeling shy? What's happening? Do you have any question?
Actually, I've got a question. You know, you've got the bit where you can skip.
Okay, say that question one more time, please.
You know, you've got the sorry, if you could bring out the other board where you've got the sort of the
This
chart
board.
going up.
Oh, this board.
Yeah. And I know you spoke about, because I tried to watch one of the videos, but I just sort of fell asleep yesterday. And someone spoke about you having the first position as well as having another position, which is like, I think that was like the advanced stage.
Yes, that is.
You know, you start off at the beginning, and then you'd have an advanced stage as well.
Yes, we are not doing the advanced strategy, because what we found out is if you have more than one position, then your team is going to separate from you. The whole objective that we have here is for us to cycle as fast as possible. And so to give you an example of how the other strategy was working, if you have 3 positions, which would be, this would be you, this would be you, and this would be you, then let's say you enroll, 10 people here, then your 10 people would fall under these 2 positions, and it would put a lot of depth between helping your team. So you really can't help your team when you have that many positions. Whereas if you only had one position and you put a person here on your left and a person here on your right, and you still enroll 10, it's gonna help them. You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna your people are gonna intermingle with each other. Whereas if you have more than one position, then you're basically making it difficult to help your team. So a more than one position helps the person who has the position. And we were gonna build that way, but we spoke with someone in our upline who has been doing cyclers for a very, very long time. And she pretty much advised us that it would not help our team and it would separate our team. And so that's not what we want. We don't want any stagnant boards. So we really want to make sure everybody is cycling, and the best way to do that is just everybody working under one position. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That was a great question, by the way. Something that I'm glad you brought up. It says my internet connection is unstable. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I guess, Martin, we will end this overview since there are no more questions. And then I know you said you had some people that had some other questions, so I'll stop this. And then I'll stop my recording, not stop the meeting. I'll stop the recording. So basically, anybody that's watching this, you want to make sure you get back with the person that referred you to this overview and join us here at this awesome, awesome opportunity. We want to welcome you. We'll see you guys on the inside.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikki.
Okay, but I'm available. So I know you wanted me to answer some other questions, Martin, so we can do that now.
So what we're gonna do now, Nikki's going to do a training, more like a training, because see, strategy is very important. You know, it's like driving a car. Anybody can drive, even a blind person can drive, but then there's danger to it. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna take us through a process of, so that you know probably the do's and the don'ts and all of that, you know.
Because I know a lot of you guys that's on here are already in. So pretty much what I was telling Martin yesterday when we spoke is that everybody that comes on board, the first thing you want to do is you want to get with whoever enrolled you, or if you refer someone to take a look at the video and watch an overview, or if you send them to one of the live webinars that we'll be doing, it'll be myself presenting. Lorena, are you still on here? Yeah, I see you. Lorena, can you and Isaiah unmute and show your video real quick? I guess they'll come out in a second. But basically it's myself and Isaiah and Lorena. Lorena, are you? Let me see. No, her video's still not showing. So basically to be myself, Lorena, and Isaiah, we'll probably be taking turns doing the different overviews that we have. We'll probably start out with 2 a week. And then you can always, once I render this recording that we just did, I'll basically send it to my channel up YouTube, and I'll put it as unpublished so that you can only view it if you have the link. So you guys can feel free to share this with people in the downtime if we're not doing a live meeting, so that you can get your other people in front of this opportunity. And so what you want to do is you want to always follow back up with your people. And then once you follow back up with them, you will see if they have their 2 people or how many people they have in mind. Let's say you share this with somebody and they look at it and they say, okay, I want to get started and I have about 4 people that I want to share this with. So then what you would do is make sure that that particular person uses your link to sign up. So you will take them through the sign up process. I think, Martin, you're doing that very well because your people are not having any problem signing up. So you can make sure, continue to show them how to sign up. So you get them signed up, but you want to make sure that you're telling them once they join you on the starter level, they need to go in and do level 1 as well. So everybody needs to start at level starter and starter level 1, starter level and level 1, so that everybody will be on 2 levels, because like basically you're doing double the work if you do it the other way. If you do starter level and then you got to get everybody to get on level 1, it's just a lot of work. Whereas if everybody starts on starter and level 1 out of the gate, when you cycle on starter, you're cycling on level 1 at the same time. So then you're going to get this 1380 in your account. And then you just want to make sure that everybody understands that how how crucial and critical it is that we always upgrade to the next level. There is no reason why anyone shouldn't upgrade, because every level that we go to here, you'll basically see that you have the ability to put a little money in your pocket. So on the first 2 levels, you're gonna put 513 in your pocket. Then when you go to level 2, you're gonna put 777 when you finish that level, 775, 4,070, 7,770. So there's really no reason for no one to not go up to the different levels. So it's your goal, it's your objective and your goal as the person who is bringing someone on board to make sure they understand the process. So the process is start a level, then they want to immediately go get level 1. And after they have both their levels, then they can get their 4 people that they want to look at it. And then just make sure everybody is duplicating. That's the fastest way that we're going to grow. The quickest is making sure everybody understands, you know, how the process is supposed to work, and making sure everybody is following that process. You know, you want to make sure everybody's usernames is in all lowercase, no uppercase letters. You want to make sure that they're actually giving you signing up with a username that they want, because we can't make any changes. You know, just basically just some things for you to make sure you're relaying to your people, so that it can make everything smooth and as quick, you know, the process is smooth and quick as possible. That's basically the main thing, Martin, is that everybody starts at starter and level 1, and make sure that when they first sign up, they make sure they do their starter position, and then make sure they log in and click on the matrices, you know, to see what matrix is active, and to make sure that starter is active before they go in and activate level 1. And then once level 1 is active, now they're able to share their link with other people, and just making sure everybody knows that process. And when they cycle out, that they are upgrading to the next level. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that these numbers here, the 2466, the 4935, the 12,340, the 24,670, all of these numbers are going to be paid out in thirds. So basically, every single time you get a person to join you on your pay line, which is position 3, 4, and 5, you're going to get 1/3 of these numbers. So you can choose whether you want to take your portion of this money out of the very first payment as you get higher in your commissions and your payouts. These numbers right here in the front will be larger. You know, of course, you'll get, when you get to the 4,935, you can afford to take that out of, you know, one of the first payments if you choose to. So just making sure everybody is budgeting and, you know, knowing what amount is needed to go to the next level. That's going to move our team the fastest through all of these levels. I'd love to see 25, 30 people hit this level 9 within our first 90 days. Like, that's really the goal.
Wow.
I know, right? Wow.
It's all good.
I guess, I mean, if you guys don't have any specific questions, you know, that's pretty much it, Martin. You have been doing an awesome job. I'm really, really, really impressed with you and how you're leading your team, you and Marshall. I know Marshall just came on board. Thank you, Marshall.
He's somewhere, I think.
I see him. He just muted out. It's cool. But yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So but yeah, so if you guys don't have any questions, I mean, I don't have anything. We can go if you guys don't have any more questions.
Nikki, I want to appreciate you for all your time, you know, your commitment, but most importantly, you know, we need guidance. So there's no better guide than you are. So, you know, we'll be calling upon you from time to time to like do meetings like this, probably bigger ones.
Yes.
Because I cannot imagine the sort of excitement these ladies are getting into already, knowing that they're gonna get paid Bitcoins, because normally we hear about Bitcoins and people telling us we have to go do the mining, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
But this shortcut that, you know, we've just discovered is so exciting that I'm sure some of these ladies, if they slept, they did not sleep the way they would normally sleep. They wanna get more of it.
Okay.
Are you excited, ladies? Okay, they muted out. You muted out.
I muted y'all.
Yeah.
That's not muted.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. We got unmute, 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 unmute. I unmuted the more as I unmuted some folks, they muted themselves back so they don't want to talk.
What's up?
Low.
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys.
I was on a call, so I could hear y'all, and I had my phone in this ear and this in this ear, and yeah, it was a person that, yeah, you know, Bitcoin. I was about to say money, but you know, Bitcoin. You know.
But listen, I just wanted to bring you and Isaiah out because this is our team in the UK, and
Okay.
I'm so excited to have Martin and Marshall leading. Martin finally got Marshall on board. Marshall was a bit reserved, but he is on board, and so I'm super excited about what they're doing and what we're gonna continue to do. And I just see us creating lots and lots of Bitcoin. And I don't know if you and Isaiah heard me telling them, but I have a goal for us all, at least the 30, 40 of us to get to level 9 in the next 90 days. I think that's super doable. And it can be more people. It just depends on, you know, how passionate they are about achieving that goal.
Right.
So I just wanted you guys to add something. I guess ladies first, so Lorena can go, and then Isaiah, I want you to add something. But I want you guys, Martin, to know that these are my business partners here, and we will be rotating the meetings. So we're going to actually put something in place by Sunday. We're going to have it all scheduled, like what days we're going to do meetings. I think we're going to do 2 days a week that they'll be live. And then, you know, of course, you got the recordings if you have people that want to see them when we're not doing them live. And then, of course, you know, we'll still be available to do any kind of trainings one-on-one because we understand you guys are, you know, growing pretty fast and you're kind of used to the little hands-on. So, you know, I'm cool with helping you guys with that. And of course, if you get any kind of questions, you can always WhatsApp me and, you know, Facebook me, you know, I'm here. So, but go ahead, Lorena, add some value, honey bun.
Oh, well, first of all, it's great to meet you guys, and you know, just know you're in the right place at the right time. I've been in quite a few Bitcoin programs, and I've had some successes, some great successes, as well as I have bumped my head in a few, you know. And when I say bump my head, you know, there's a couple things that I've learned that I must take with me, and it's important for you guys to take along with you as well, is, you know, definitely it's important to have something in your portfolio in which, number one, you can get paid right away, straight to your Bitcoin wallet, and nobody's holding the bag, you know. And when I say bag, I mean the money, the Bitcoin, you know, it's straight peer to peer. Like, that is beautiful. And if people don't get that straight peer to peer, good, great, like you can get paid, you know, as long as you have people that are going in the right direction and you willing to do what it takes. I mean, this is the simplest program I've seen, is peer to peer, which means that you can be broke right this second and within minutes you can be paid. I mean, it really is that simple, you know. And I'm in a lot of programs, and many of them, you know, are still great programs. However, somebody else is holding the bag, whether they're saying I'm holding it for this amount of time and I'm gonna give you a cut every day or whatever. They're holding the bag and you're at their mercy. Really, that you're praying you get it back. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I'm getting a high percentage, I'm about to get paid, and you put it in there, but you can't even sleep at night. You every day you're like, Lord, did I get paid? Oh, yes,
it's true.
I got paid. You know what I mean? Or let the site do an update, and disappear for 3 minutes. Oh God, everybody's heart beating so fast, but you're trying to stay positive. Nobody want to set off the panic. Like, I mean, I'm so over those emotional roller coasters, you know what I mean? So one thing that I've learned is that it's important that you're in a program where nobody's holding the bag. It's peer to peer. You know what I mean? Number one. Number two, yes. Number two, this program has so much value, so much value. The guy, Wall Street, he actually teaches value. So this is a place where someone who knows absolutely nothing about Bitcoin, but says, hey, I need to make some money and I need to make some money fast. And I'm willing, okay, to actually go look at what I just bought here. Okay. Those people can really grow a big portfolio, because you'll be not only earning Bitcoin, but you'll be getting something that nobody can ever take away from you. And that is knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've invested in a lot of programs, and yes, I've made money, but a lot of these programs that I made a good amount of money in, I made money, but I was still clueless. I really don't know what happened. I didn't know how to protect myself. I didn't know how to grow it. All I knew how to do was spend it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to grow it. I didn't understand how to diversify. I knew nothing. You know, I didn't even have a hard wallet. I didn't even have a wallet that was secure to protect what I just earned. But see, being a part of MLS Bitcoin Club, you'll get to learn these things. You'll learn how to protect yourself, how to grow your crypto. You'll get crypto up front, peer to peer. You know, it's just jam-packed with value. And like I said, like the way you get paid is lightning fast. You can't beat it. And I'm in a lot of stuff. I'm in stuff that'll keep you up at night too. But at the end of the day, that's not what I want to do to people. I want to put people in a program that I can feel good about and feel proud to put them here. Because at the end of the day, the investment, that small investment for getting started, it's well worth the education. So I urge everybody to actually, for real, take a few minutes out of your day every day to actually plug in. And I don't know you guys' level. Some of you may be more experienced than me, you know, but again, you can always learn something. You can learn something from anybody. So I urge you guys, you're in the right place at the right time. So that's all I wanted to add. Isaiah.
Thank you, Lorena.
My pleasure.
Hey, Lo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Well, I just want to say thanks, Lo, for sharing those great words. The education is key. I mean, I remember being on a, well, I actually saw the recording. Actually, I was on a YouTube video that Wall Street, the founder, did about how we can go and purchase Bitcoin with no fees. You know, that was really powerful to me, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. So it is really cool to learn something new, and I get it from the community. So it's well worth the investment, you know, in addition to the price appreciation of Bitcoin. But I just want to welcome everybody to the team, and those that are you know, in the process of looking for people to join the team. Nikki hit it early, and I just really want to just focus on the basics. And the basics of this community is really the, you know, and I want to thank Martin and Marsha. You guys have shared this with a lot of people already, and people are joining the team. And, you know, and this is the message to everybody, is that as long as we complete, you know, your two, you know, you go out and mastermind and share this with two people that you love and care about. And as long as those two people connect with their two, and when that's done properly, guess what? You know, they'll upgrade to the next level. So the key is for everybody, like Nikki said, let's get up to level 3, level 4 within a 2-week period. So we all plan at a higher level so that we can start raking in and stacking more Bitcoins. So, you know, everyone has a responsibility really to make sure that they complete the 2x2, you know, as fast as humanly possible. And our mantra on our team is to, you know, bring to, help to, get to, B2, H2, G2. And the job everyone has simply is to make sure that everyone upgrades to the next level, you know. Don't sit on the Bitcoins that you receive, you know, go ahead and upgrade so we can cycle and do it over and over and over again. I just can't wait till we all are playing at level 4 and level 5 when we at the 1 Bitcoin level, and you get your first cycle is 1 Bitcoin. I mean, that's a beautiful conversation.
That's a beautiful thing.
Really? And then you get 2 more donations coming in, and another $8,200 in Bitcoin. So you had 16,000. Then that third one at 24,000. Man, we are so close to that, guys. So all it takes is for everybody that's on in the community now, just make sure that we cycle, we upgrade, and we keep it moving, so we can hit that 90-day window. On or before the next 90 days, we hit, level 9, and we can do it. As long as we stay together, we stay plugged in, we stay accessible, and stay committed to the cause, because, it's about 37, 38 days until the first of the year. So, I'm just going really hard, Nikki, Martin, Lorena, everyone else. I'm really, sharing this with everybody. I mean, I think this is the first time, like Lorena said, you get in these other programs and you're like, oh shit, the site is down, or is it going to be viable in the next 60 to 90 days because I just got in, you praying and hoping. But I'm really, really confident and feel comfortable that we know the owner. He's accessible. He responds to the support tickets like damn near instantly. It's really a refresher. It really is. So I'm really grateful to have this. And it's totally up to us to determine what we're going to do with this. How many Bitcoins do you want and how fast do you want? That's the two questions. How many and how fast?
Let me write that down. How many?
How many?
And how what? Say it what?
How many and how fast?
That's what I'm talking about.
How many and how fast?
Because look, guys, we are in total control of how fast our community moves.
Yeah.
You ain't got to wait 2 weeks on your job for the payday. You ain't got to wait for somebody to come up with the money that they owe you. You ain't got to beg. None of that shit, right? It's just, let's just go hard and go fast. Like, I'd be sitting back saying, like, people really know what we got here. Leverage is a powerful word, and when you have it in your favor, and when you're using it effectively, oh man, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing. Right? So anyway, I'm going to end with that, man. We just need to stay connected, stay committed to the process. We just getting started. So let's get to, level 3, level 4, within the next week or two. Let's just really go hard, guys, and we can do it. We can do it. We don't want to leave anybody behind, right? So it's imperative that we use that team of 14 sheep to find out who we got and what the hell they doing, right? Because we want to move. We want to move.
That's right. We on the move.
How many Bitcoins and how fast, right? How many, how fast?
How many, how fast? How many?
25 Bitcoins by Christmas.
25 by Christmas. That's it. 25.
What's that right now? 25 Bitcoins. That's over $200,000 USD.
Yeah. I believe that.
25 Bitcoins.
Yes,
that's good.
That got a nice little ring to it, y'all. What's up? For real. 25 Bitcoins.
And look, I think, what time is it over there for you, Martin?
Time is not an issue. It's still 27:09.
He said what? What he say?
Time is not an issue. That's all I heard. He's my kind of guy.
I know that's right.
Time is not an issue.
Right. We're gonna be working Friday night, to get to that number. We're gonna put in some work.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But you know what?
The right people, the willing people that want to get some Bitcoins.
Right.
Yes.
Right. We just need people, that's coachable and willing to go the extra mile, And what's the extra mile? Sharing this community with people. Bitcoin, come on, man. Even just, it's a no-brainer. So once people get it, we'll get it. But at the simplest level, it's just everybody connecting with there too and making sure we just copy that. Everybody doing the same thing. Everybody doing the same thing, I just want to create a real mastermind, guys, and I feel good about the energy here. So you know what a mastermind is? A mastermind is 2 or more people who work in perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite major purpose. Straight out of Think and Grow Rich, guys. This is it. That definite major purpose is 25 Bitcoin. I'm putting it out there in the universe. I receive it. I expect it.
I receive it.
Man, right now. Why not? What we waiting on? What y'all waiting on?
Yeah, did we say by Christmas or before?
Yes.
Christmas? Yeah.
25 Bitcoins by Christmas. So it's November 24th. So hey, that's Christmas Eve right before that. December 24th. 25 Bitcoins.
Right.
Sitting in your Bitcoin wallet.
I like-
Produced
I like
from
25.
MLS Bitcoin Club.
Yes.
Yes.
If we treat each day as if it is your last, if we really harness that principle, then we'll get it done. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Treat each day as if it is your last, because no one knows what the future holds. But we got to create it though. It starts right now. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. So what that's a great possibility. So I welcome that. I want that for everybody on this call.
Me too.
You know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh man. Man, that is just a beautiful thing. All right, guys, I'm gonna chime off. Nikki, the floor is yours. Lorena, Martin, whoever.
Thank you, Isaiah. Thank
Yeah,
you,
man.
brother.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
You just inspired me. You made me think of today like it's really the last day, but it's not.
Right. You just gotta go hard, man.
So,
When you
so
say-
25 by 25 is it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And how many and how fast do you want it?
Right.
I'm excited, y'all.
Yes.
Martin, I'll get back with you and let you know. I'm gonna talk to Lorena and Isaiah, and we're gonna get our schedule together by Sunday, and I'll have that to you. And we got Facebook group. We're gonna put it together for everybody too, so we can have access in case somebody isn't available. So I'll get all that to you soon, Martin.
Thank you so much.
You too, Marshall. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Nikki.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you
Thank you.
guys for
Bye.
coming on. Nice to talk to and meet all you guys. I'm gonna end it now.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, guys.
Okay,
Peace.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.